Hello, welcome back to InSight. I'm Wendy Brokaw.
And I'm Ross Sutherland.
All right, we live in a big media world. Everybody has all these ideas. They think this is the next best thing. This is a big deal. You should know about this, and I want to tell you about it. But how do you sort through all the ideas and come up with the ideas worth spreading? That's TEDx. That's what they do. Ideas worth spreading. And we're talking to two people who have everything to do with something they call TEDx Salem. Would you please welcome in studio with us Brian Hart? You are one of the please tell me what you are.
Co-curator.
A co-curator,
Yes.
co-curator of TEDx Salem, and
Yes.
Carlee Wright, another co-curator. Thank you for joining us today.
Thanks for having
First
us.
of all, tell us, what does the TED stand for in TEDx?
TED stands for Technology, Entertainment, and Design.
How about that?
Yeah.
And then the X, actually, the X signifies that it's an independently organized event.
Oh,
So you'll hear that there's Big TED, and then there's TEDx, which are independently, locally organized. So
Yep.
that's what we are.
and you're a nonprofit too.
Yes.
How does that work?
Well, we apply for a license through TED, and it's a free license, but we can't make any money as co-curators or any of the volunteers. We don't pay the speakers, we don't pay any of the organizers and committee members, so we had to start a nonprofit because we do need sponsorship. There's costs to the event, so we started a nonprofit for that.
And you started this in what, 2013? Was that your first one?
Yeah, our first event was 2013 in the fall, and then we come January, we'll be on our 5th event.
Ooh.
And tell us about the kind of the effect it's having on Salem, the Salem area, and
It's
people that live
grown.
here and attend.
People
Yeah,
are talking about it.
growing, definitely. I mean, our first year, because we were a first-time event, we were only allowed to have 100 people per TED rules. And then Ryan, they want to make sure that you know what you're doing, I guess, that kind of like testing the waters.
Yeah.
And then Brian and I attended a larger event, TED Active up in Whistler, which we did some kind of TEDx training and different experience stuff with TED there, and got a license that extends so that we actually can have, I don't want to say unlimited, but
As many
more than
people as
100.
our venue.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we've grown every year.
Yeah.
So
That's amazing.
You were talking about the January event. What's going on there? What kind of speakers are you having for that?
we have some really good ones this year.
Every year. But
Yeah, it's really exciting. So our theme, every event has a theme. So our theme is Through the Looking Glass.
Ooh.
So it's a very fun theme that has a lot of interpretations. I think a lot of people think Alice in Wonderland immediately, but it's also just a new way of looking at something or somebody or yourself. So we do pick themes that have a wide interpretation. And so we have kind of speakers that have some kind of different ways to look at something or discoveries and things like that. So yeah, what
that
do you wanna
summed it
talk
up really
about?
well.
Yeah.
Well, what he said. Yeah.
What he's-
Do you get TEDx any help or mentoring in making these things operate and grow?
Well, TED is a resource for us that we can, contact them anytime we have a question, sometimes quicker than others. But a lot of the times we actually look for local assistance. And in Oregon, we have a number of different TEDx events. And we're kind of like a big family. They're all very supportive. And so for us, there's another TEDx event in Portland that we would, when we started out, we talked to them about like, hey, how do you do these different things? And there's some actually different things that they do that we also emulate. And then of course we've taken on some things our own. But one of the things that they started was an artist in residence program.
Wow.
So now we have a TEDx Salem artist in residence
Yes.
who designs our stage backdrop, which then is kind of it's like the backdrop for all of our videos. And our idea is that then afterwards it can go out into the community and the public and have this kind of like that idea we're spreading, that you see the art out in the community is like the long-term part of TED in the community. For
And that
us.
was a partnership with the Salem Art
It is,
Association.
yeah.
Absolutely.
So-
Yeah, it's very
So
cool.
it's one of those great things that just shows like, I mean, we don't do it alone. It is really, our event is a community event. We're all volunteers doing it, and it really, everyone kind of plays a part, and we all have these different networks of people that, we can work together with for it.
Well,
Go ahead.
I was going to say, which sort of answers what the key to your success is, but how do the speakers sort of become the gem in that wonderful setting that you make for them?
Oh gosh. Well, I mean, I think it probably starts with how we reach out to our speakers. Brian and I are just both constantly, because we're involved in the community, meeting people, hearing about different things, and kind of like trying to stay on the pulse of what's happening, whether it's local or Oregon-wide or even internationally in that. And then we also do an open call. We put an application out there to try and get people in the community. What's your idea we're spreading? Like, let us hear it. And then we have a committee that actually, we do blind, this is actually a good one for people, we do blind review of all the speakers. So we only know what their talk pitch is. We don't know who they are, where they're from, or anything. And then, we just go through them, and it's like, okay, what's this idea? And kind of we talk about it as a committee and pick people, and sometimes it's really hard because we only have so much time and so much space to try and include all these people.
Yeah, we usually have like 50 applications, for
Oh my gosh.
12 spots.
That's so wonderful, because you could get somebody from like your neighbor next door to some published international.
Yeah, we had some from Boston last year that flew in. So
Really?
But most of them are local. But we're open to people from outside too.
And what other type events are you thinking you're doing? You were talking about engaging youth. You were talking about women.
Yeah, so we have a youth event. Is going to be the first time that we've done. So it's youth speakers and youth run.
Wow.
So one of our speakers last year was in high school, and she loved the experience, and she's an amazing person, and she said, I want to do a youth event. And we told her no like 3 times, and she persisted. So we said, all right, then let's do a youth event. So she got a committee together, and they're going to be when is it? November
11th.
11th at the Elsinore. So.
And this is really for a wide range of people. It isn't just for a certain segment of the population.
No,
I mean, it really is for everyone.
We had youth involved. Actually, every year we try and get youth involved in our main event. But the big thing is, there's a TED Talk about almost every subject and for every kind of situation.
Yeah,
and
we've had
for every age group.
Yeah, young children, teenagers to older generations. So it's kind of a widespread. A good idea is a good idea, and everybody can relate to it. So
really exciting to see how people really take the information that they get at these and really put it into their own lives.
They're inspired.
Yes.
Yeah.
How can viewers see more if they on the internet?
Yeah, absolutely. You can go to the TEDx YouTube channel, and you can just search for TEDx Salem, or you can go to our website at TEDxSalem.com.
Do you need volunteers?
We do need volunteers. Actually, we have a call out, so I'm glad you mentioned that. We are looking for volunteers.
So give us again how they get in touch with you if they want to volunteer, donate, just learn more.
Yeah, well, I think the easiest way is probably to go to our website, TEDxSalem.com, or you can email us at info@TEDxSalem.us. So, yeah.
You people are fun.
Thanks.
Yeah.
You must get a lot out of doing this because it's a lot.
it's
You have to
great.
do all the heavy lifting, but
Yeah.
it sounds like a lot of fun for
It
you.
is a lot of fun.
It's
It's
a
a lot of
labor of
work, but it's a lot of fun.
Well, good luck to you.
Well, thank you so much. Thanks for
Thank
having
you for
us.
coming to our show today.
Yeah, thank
We'll
you.
have to have you back.
Yes, please.
And thank you for joining us today on InSight. I'm Wendy Brokaw.
And I'm Ross Sutherland.
We'll see you next time.